It's Monday, March 31st, 2014. My name is Ray Riggle Yozo. This is a recap from tonight's Gay Men of Wisdom discussion group. Our topic was gay men as wounded healers. So I opened the call with a question asking men to think about a time when another person helped them heal. And one man shared a particularly interesting insight that he has a friend who helps him quiet his self criticism. That he finds himself, when he's around this person, being kinder to himself. And as a result, he has a lighter life. And this is just the kind of point that I wanted to explore in this discussion group. That as gay men, just simply by being ourselves, we can have an impact on other people without having to have a professional background. So as peers, as human to human, we can help heal, not necessarily just in a professional setting. So the first formal question for the group was, in what ways do we bring healing to others? So here are some things I heard. Coming out has made me evolve and grow. It's helped me heal the wound of being gay, which has made me more compassionate for others. I can empathize more easily with people. I show empathy for people in pain and I give them support. I now have the inclination and the ability to help others. We have a gift for being able to validate non-normative experiences and relationships that other people have. We have the ability to validate people's experiences when they think they're alone or where they feel crazy. We can say, I can understand how you would feel that way. I've had to hold myself up, one man said. I've learned how to tell the truth about myself, and this has made me sensitive to injustices. I'm more me, which gives people permission to be more them. Many professions gay men are in involve healing, one man noted. Sharing vulnerability by coming out can be very healing to others. My second question was, how does our woundedness affect our ability to heal others? And the question came up, well, how do I define wounds? So I talked about wounds from society, and another man said, well, I think there are wounds that we inflict on each other from gay men to gay men, that we want love and we don't know how to find it in a gay world. And the wounding from other gay men winds up being more hurtful. So we expanded our definition of wounding to include that which we experience from the larger society and from other gay men. So one man shared a very interesting observation. He asked, where do I have to go within myself for my woundedness to become a resource for others? That's a question we should be asking. We can get to the point that says, this is my pain, but it is part of the pain of being alive. If something can happen within me so that I can see my pain as a share of human pain, I can turn it into compassion, which will allow me to relate to other people's wounding. We can say to ourselves, this is my share of human pain. Now I know what such and such is like. Pain can be a teacher. And we began to outline a difference between being in pain and then using it to help others. And the distinction really is seeing pain as a teacher, that it can have a positive effect if we learn from it. And the key is that we learn from it and use those lessons to help other people. One man quoted Mark Thompson's book, Gay Body, where Mark Thompson states something to the effect of, gay men ultimately have to give up their wound, that woundedness becomes a way almost to organize our ego. So the question we ask is, what is the purpose of pain? That we have to be open to the possibility of learning from it. So I asked, well, what's that thing that makes one learn from pain and not stay stuck in it? One man shared, well, I can flip from one to the other. I can be in my pain, but I can also be healer. He said, I hope that I spend more time in healer mode, but it's ultimately a journey. My deepest truth is that I am not wounded, that I've been given a journey to learn from. So then I asked the question, what impact would gay men have on the world if we were healed? And we had some silence there for a while. And some of the answers emerged. As we heal, it allows us to discover why we are here on the earth. We can begin to assume our places of honor and respect when we fully heal. Another man said a whole bunch of kids would grow up without shame, without being shamed, without thinking they're less than. Another man said that we would begin to think of people as one instead of other. And then I began to reflect on this question. Have we ever, as a gay community, asked this question? What impact could we have on the world if we were healed? I don't know that this question has ever been posed. We have so owned our wound that we haven't actually considered or created a vision for us being whole and healed. But when we are whole and healed, gay men can come from a place of unity, and that would be a paradigm shift, we agreed. That we would see that we are not different from you. We can help find common ground. Healing our wound, we would stop blaming others. We would become a tribe of gay men who sees people as one, not as others. Wounding can be transitory, a stepping stone. We can be the example that shows that healing is possible, and it is a gift that we can bring to others. So in my closeout, I asked men to reflect on what they learned from the group and what they took from the group, really. And one man shared that really the question, what would happen if gay men were healed, stuck with him the most. Another said that there's a process that has to be understood, that we have issues we need to bring to rest. And I see for the first time that there's a way that we can stop having to prove ourselves and start doing what we are truly here for. That it's important, someone else said, that we make the case about why we are beneficial to human beings. That the world loves their gay friends, but they fear the abstract gay man. Another man concluded, we've all been talking about how deeply the repair of self is dependent on the repair of others, not one after the other, but more in tandem. And that healing ultimately means giving up the victim role. So thank you for being with me tonight. This was a beautiful discussion. It is Monday, March 31st, 2014. This has been a recap from tonight's Gay Men of Wisdom discussion group.